evening, folks. Melvin here. As you may have noticed, I've applied my considerable resources into a fully furbished reboot of my former home. A change completely unrelated to watching Divorcee's hot tub from my roof. Luckily for me, my new pad is elegant, graceful, sexy if you will. Much like the oft-time sexy redesigns of our favorite video game heroines. Updating them from that quiet girl you see in the library sometimes to an Abercrombie underwear model who won't return your phone calls at 4 in the morning. But not all makeovers are created equal, so without further ado we present the top 5 sexy redesigns in gaming. The star of Nintendo's Metroid series may be equal parts vivacious and deadly, but outside of some pixelated bikini and a handful of DeviantArt pages, Samus was never anything more than a highly successful woman in her field, operating independently of the typically male-dominated bounty hunting subculture. I can't get off to that. Thankfully, Metroid Zero Mission came along and gave us the gift that keeps on giving super missiles. Zero Suit Samus. Hubba da hut, give me some of that butt. Zero Suit Samus stitches the bulky power armor and slips into a techno-yoga onesie that glows with the fire of 1,000 custom-ordered hentai comics I totally don't own, while preserving the silent badassery we've come to love and expect through the ages of pixels, jaggies, and super smooth HD hips, right up until other M made her a submissive codependent loser. But that game never happened. It doesn't count. Why would Samus have a panic attack after seeing Ridley for the 5th time, but not the 2nd time? And why would she follow that loser who... Sakamoto! Considering Resident Evil brought us the white version of Blade and a man that turns into a fish with a man on the end, nobody expected Jill Valentine's sense of fashion to be any good. Sporty, casual, chic. Maybe if you're into the whole Alexander McQueen meets Cynthia Rowley on a ship full of parkas thing, but booties on a wetsuit was tacky even before half-drow illusionists were doing it in Forgotten Realms Monster Manual circa 2001. Ooh, what was that? Sounds like a... fashion snap. Jill badly needed a pick-me-up, and she got it in a big way when Albert Wesker brainwashed her from a brunette five-and-dime disaster into a fabulous blonde super spy in a neoprene sex suit. Spy suit. Whatever. With skin-tight action thighs, boobs don't even look like they fit in the costume right, and a glowing chest thing that immediately draws the eyes of longtime partner and Popeye-armed man-mutant Chris Redfield that said boobs, Jill single-handedly catapulted herself into the halls of sexiest redesigns ever. Who knew being chemically and psychologically tortured over a period of years until you become the thing you hate the most could be so tantalizing? Not me. Thanks, Capcom. Final Fantasy X's Summoner Supreme commanded aeons embodying the primordial elements of the world, from fire and lightning to the concept of pain and sacrifice. But one thing Yuna didn't command was style, frumping around Spyro like an Amish midwife, while Jonathan Taylor Titus gave her grade A laugh lessons. At least until Sin was defeated and her one true love turned back into a ghost, giving Yuna the space she needed to reinvent herself as a gunslinging, jean shorts wearing J-pop sensation just in time for Final Fantasy X-2. It wasn't just her visual redesign that sent me wild, she redesigned her companions as well, kicking out everybody who wasn't a newly sexified Riku while drafting goth rocker Pain as a brooding Lulu replacement Final Fantasy fans didn't know they were clamoring for. With a 5-foot ponytail, V-cut tube top, and visible undercheek, Yuna turned bad taste into an art form and cemented compelling arguments for her new look through totally not stupid dialogue and a plot that definitely didn't revolve around a crush on a boy. Besides, who wouldn't replace Kamari with 2 hot chicks? Actually, don't answer that. Saints Row is no stranger to porn stars. Tara Patrick, Sasha Grey, and the Penthouse Playgirls have all taken a ride on Volition's disco stick, but it was only when serial stoner Shaundi graced the pages of Playboy did the gaming masses come to realize the dark, dirty truth nestled in the crusty shells of their hearts. Video game boobs looked super weird. Throw in those clumped cat-turd dreadlocks and acid-washed bell-bottoms, and suddenly you've replaced the promise of sex with an off-year at Reggae on the River. So Saints Row did what any good company would do with an unapologetic sex fiend newly emancipated by millions of dollars in virtual cash. Gave her a boob job, a butt lift, a different face, and a ponytail. Those NorCal barfly threads hit the burn pile in exchange for high-heel boots and a low-slung crop top, perfectly smoothed as Shaudi's pair of smuggled medicine balls, while her carefree party persona got dropped in exchange for an obsession with vengeance that made Batman look like Tinky Winky at a hug convention. Sure, she's not going to be smoking glow dust out of a broken light bulb again anytime soon, but her boobs are bigger than her head and your character can touch them. I'd say that's a fair trade. There's something sexy about an intelligent computer so advanced it'll think itself to death in 7 years, but pop on a set of jagged pixel hands and a bad haircut and there is literally nothing that will keep me from creaming my bathrobe. Or not. So maybe Cortana wasn't the most attractive AI in the world, but she still used her programming and a neural link with the Gravemind to lead Master Chief and the UNSC to victory time and time again. Then Bungie gracefully bowed out of their covenant with Microsoft, leaving 343 Industries to redesign her into a bioluminescent sex kitten, slowly descending into an inescapable pit of madness. Why would an AI need taut, firm abs, a gap between her thighs, and the breasts of an arcade-fired groupie when all she really has to do is hack everything I can't shoot? Because data nipples, that's why! Ask Joaquin Phoenix if his talking iPod ever gave him a handjob in Binary, or if he can stare at her butt crack while she's talking about Promethean doomsday weapons. I'll bet the answer is no. Because nobody cares about a computer that can talk to you unless it has the body of a supermodel and the mind of Stephen Hawking. Cortana may have started out as a gangly scarecrow with scary hexagon eyes, but the new and improved Cordy can go metastable on my rampancy anytime. Hey, hello. And there you have it, the top 5 sexy redesigns in gaming. From bounty hunters to zombie police, smart computers to gang leaders, these newly rounded reboots remind us that no matter what kind of change you want to see in games, the only ones that matter are the ones with boobs. Well, that's all the time we have for you this evening. I'm Melvin, and I'll see you next time. They're hot tubbing? Right now? They're hot tubbing! To the roof! Hey folks, Melvin again. Sadly, a couple of audacious babes were left off today's list, but we're gonna give one of them an honorable mention, and it's up to you to decide who gets it. Click on the picture of Lara Croft if you think she deserves the honorable mention, or on Dead or Alive's Kasumi if you think she deserves it. And tune into the next episode of Top 5 to see who won. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Warp Zone to keep updated on all their latest videos. If you're already a subscriber and are craving more Melvin, just click this handsome mug to see a playlist of all my videos. They're pretty dope. Anywho, these divorcees aren't going to watch themselves through my binoculars with one hand, so Melvy out.